Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We have a special broadcast tonight, early this morning, however you want to put it. We have the 1999 National League All-Stars taking on the 1950 American League All-Stars from Comiskey Park. It is a matchup that does Mount Olympus proud, as the National Leaguers are led by Sammy Sosa and Big Red Mark McGwire. They take on the American League All-Stars of 1950, Ted Williams, a Splendid Splinter, and Jolting DiMaggio. So let's get to the ball game as we're playing Strat-O-Matic PC. On the mound for the American League of 1950, the All-Stars, Bob Lemon, 23-11 with a 3.84 earned run average. He had 3 saves. He struck out 170, walked 146. He gave up 28 gopher balls. Behind the plate is Yogi Berra. At first base is Walt Dropo. Bobby Doerr is at second base. Vern Stevens is at short. And George Kell is at third. So 3 out of 4 are Red Sox, Stevens, Doerr, and Dropo. In left field is Ted Williams. Center field, Jolting Joe DiMaggio. In right field, his brother, Dominic, the Little Professor. Now let's give you the National League lineup. Leading off, playing shortstop, is Barry Larkin. Batting second is Larry Walker. He's in right field. In center field, batting third, Sammy Sosa. At first base, the cleanup hitter, Big Red Mark McGwire. Matt Williams mans the hot corner for the 1999 National League All-Stars. Then he'll be followed by Mike Piazza doing the catching. Jeremy Burnitz is in left. Jay Bell is at second. Randy Johnson does the pitching and will bat ninth. Captain Carl is at the ballpark. How you doing? Hope all is well, my friend. Good to see you. So here's Barry Larkin in 1999. Larkin batted .293, 12 homers, 75 ribbies. Right-handed batter to face the right-handed throwing Bob Lemon. Berra sets the target. The pitch to Barry Larkin. Corners playing in. Ball 4. So Larkin walks. Dropo will hold him close. And here comes Larry Walker. Walker, the right fielder, in this All-Star Game matchup of epic proportion. 379, 37 homers, 115 runners knocked in. Lemon hoping for the double play ball. Walker digs in that left-hander's batter's box. The pitch. Line shot out to right field. Dominic DiMaggio racing back, and he makes the catch. The Little Professor on his horse, retreating back to first is Barry Larkin. Here comes Sammy Sosa. Say it ain't so, Sammy, playing center field in this All-Star game. Sosa, 288, 63 home runs, 141 runners knocked in. Captain Carl just got back from his bowling league. How'd it go? Oh, boy. He says he did not bowl well. Well, you get him next time, Captain Carl. So Larkin's at first, 1 out, Sosa at the plate. Lemon again looks to first, nods his head. He deals to Sammy Sosa. And Larkin bluffed, but gets back. Good job by Lemon and Dropo holding Larkin on. Now Lemon's full attention goes back to Sammy Sosa. Berra sets the target. Pitch inbound. Sosa doesn't chase on the ball down and away. Second walk by Lemon. Larkin moves up to second. DJ's at the ballpark. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. So Larkin at second, Sosa at first, 1 out, and here comes Big Red Mark McGwire. McGwire in 1999 broke Roger Maris's home run record for a single season. He batted .278, 65 homers, and 147 runners knocked in. Lemon takes a deep breath. He deals to Big Red. It's a ground ball to Walt Dropo. Not the best range there. And that ball's going to get by Dropo. And it's going to go into right field as it splits Door and Dropo. DiMaggio puts the charge on, but the run will score. And it's 1-0 1999 National Leaguers. So 1 out, Sosa at third, McGwire at first, clapping his hands. And here comes Matt Williams, who plays third base. Williams in 1999, 303, 35 homers, 142 runners knocked in. Lemon readies himself. He rocks and deals. Williams, swing and a miss! 2 down. That was clutch by Bob Lemon. Now he'll face Mike Piazza. Piazza doing the catching. 303, 40 home runs, 124 runners batted in. 1-0 1999 National League All-Stars. Sosa at third, McGwire at first. Lemon rubs up the baseball. He's back up on the bump. Nods his head. Barris sets a target. The pitch to his paisan, Mike Piazza. Piazza swings. That ball's going out to shallow center. Jolting Joe DiMaggio coming in. And he'll make the catch, and the side is retired. So Bob Lemon gets out of it cheap. He only gives up 1 run. On the mound for the National League All-Stars of 1999, Randy Johnson. Johnson 17-9, 2.48 earned run average. He struck out 364. He will challenge it with that tremendous fastball, the tall lefty. He did give up 30 gopher balls. Behind the plate, Mike Piazza with a pop gun arm. He's a +2. Johnson's horrible at holding runners on. He's a +4. Let's see if the 50s All-Stars American League style can take advantage of that. McGwire's at first. Bell's at second. Larkin's at short. Matt Williams is at the hot corner. He's the best fielder when it comes to range. Larkin, not too bad. Burnitz is in left with a -3 arm. Sosa's in center with a -2 arm. Poor range, though. And Larry Walker, tremendous in right with range and a -4 arm. So here comes the little professor, Dominic DiMaggio. He'll be followed by his brother Joe DiMaggio, then Teddy Williams, Vern Stevens, Walt Droper, Yogi Berra, Bobby Doerr, George Kell, and the pitcher Bob Lemon. Dominic DiMaggio in 1950 batted .328, 7 homers, 70 ribbies. He's an A bunter. The corners are playing in to protect against the drag bunt base hit. The tall, lanky one, Johnson, readies himself. The giraffe deals to the little professor. DiMaggio, behind on the pitch, sends it out to right. Walker coming in, and he makes the catch, 1 down. And now here comes up brother of Dominic, Jolting Joe DiMaggio. In 1950, 301, 32 homers, 122 ribbies. He was injured early in the year. Let's see what Jolting Joe can do. Johnson nods his head. Piazza sets the target. The pitch to Jolting Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio swings. Williams comes up with it at third. He fires to McGwire, 2 down. And now it's a lefty-lefty matchup of epic proportions. It's Teddy ballgame. Ted Williams, a splendid splinter, 317, 28 home runs, 97 ribbies. On deck, Vern Stevens, the Red Sox shortstop. Johnson, the tall one. He's ready. The big windup and the pitch to Teddy Williams. Williams swings. Ground ball to Larkin at short. He throws the first, and the side is retired. We go to the top of the second. 1-0 National League All-Stars, 1999. Our good friend Todd, Itinerary Hobbyist, is in the chat. How's it going, my friend? And the immortal Biggie Shack. Hope all is well. Check out all these wonderful channels. Due up for the 1999 National League All-Stars, Burnitz, Bell, and Randy Johnson. Jeremy Burnitz, 270, 33 homers, 103 ribbies, left-handed batter. Bob Lemon nods his head. He rocks and deals to Burnitz. This would be a ground ball to Bobby Doerr at second. Doerr has decent range. He's going to get there. Picks it up. He fires to first. Out number 1. So Burnitz grounds to door. Ranging to his left. Throws to Dropo. 1 out. Jay Bell strides to the plate. Bell batted .289, 38 homers, 112 ribbies. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Lemon to Bell. Swing and a miss. That ball dropped right off the table. Another strikeout. That's the second strikeout for Bob Lemon. Now he will face his counterpart, the tall one, Randy Johnson. Johnson batted .124 in 1999. DJ asks, Al, what are your thoughts on Dwight Evans missing the Hall of Fame veterans vote? Well, a little disappointed. Evans got better as his career went on. He's a fringe Hall of Famer. Very close. Marvin Miller, in my opinion, shouldn't have got in. He changed baseball for the worst. I get it. Players weren't getting paid enough then. I'm not for that either, but everything's gotten way outrageous now. But, hey, to each is their own. If owners are dumb enough to pay them all that money. I'd like to see Evans get in. I'd like to see Jim Cock get in, to be honest with you. He's got, I think, 288 wins, 280 wins, something like 16 gold gloves as a pitcher. He should be in. So, yeah. Evans got better as his career went along, and if you look early on, he was not a stout hitter as he was later. His numbers are good, and he's a tremendous defender, probably the best right fielder of his time. All right, Lemon deals to Randy Johnson. Lots of strikeouts there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The draft goes back to the dugout and will be on the mound. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0, 1999. National League All-Stars. Due up for the 1950 All-Stars. Vern Stevens, who Red Sox just don't talk about. Tremendous player. Walt Dropo. So you got Red Sox, and Yogi Berra, Yankee. This team is loaded with Sox and Yankees. Dave Gardner, Uncle Dave's here at the ballpark. He says, let's go Mets. So Vern Stevens, in 1950, 295, 30 home runs, 144 runners knocked in for the Red Sox shortstop. American Leaguers of 1950 trail by 1. The pitch from Johnson to Stevens. Stevens works a walk. So Stevens is at first. He represents a tying run. 95% chance of stealing if he can get the jump. And he's going to go. Only a 3% chance of getting the lead. It's going to be a miracle. He cannot get the lead. We'll take the steal off now. And here comes Walt Dropo, Red Sox first baseman from 1950. 322, 34 homers, 144 runners knocked in. The Red Sox knocked in over 1,000 runs in 1950. I believe they finished 2.5 games behind the Yankees, or 3.5. Their pitching was poor. So Dropo, one mighty swing of the bat, could give the 50s All-Stars, American League style, a 2-1 lead. Johnson peaks to first. McGwire holding on Stevens. Now he deals to Walt Dropo. Dropo. Big! Did he go? He went! Strike 3. He went too far, so he strikes out. And that's the first K for Randy Johnson. Here comes Yogi. It ain't over till it over. Yogi Berra, 322, the Yankee catcher in 1950. 28 homers, 124 ribbies. Stevens at first, 1 out. He represents the tying run. Berra the go-ahead run. Double play ball will get the National Leaguers out of this inning. Bell and Larkin pinch the middle. Johnson deals to Berra. Fastball. Strike 3. Paints the inside corner. 2 down. Johnson's now struck out 2 in a row. Stevens will be off on contact. Here comes the Red Sox second baseman of 1950, Bobby Doerr. 294, 27 homers, 120 ribbies. Let's see what Bobby can do against the tall one. Johnson, he of the long hair. The giraffe leg kick and the pitch to Bobby Doerr. Fastball. Strike 3 outside corner. Johnson strikes out the side after the walk. We go to the top of the third, 1-0, 1999 National League All-Stars. Due up the top of the order, Larkin, Walker, and Sosa to face Bob Lemon. Captain Carl says the 1950 Red Sox were the last team to hit over 300 as a team. Tremendous offensive juggernaut. And again, I think they finished 2.5, 3.5 or behind the Yankees. Tied with Cleveland or Detroit. I think it was Cleveland. Or the Cleveland was just slightly ahead of them. All right, Larkin walked his first time up. He scored the only run of the game. The pitch from Lemon to Larkin. And Larkin's going to strike this ball well. That's deep to center field. Joe DiMaggio racing back, racing back, racing back. He's not going to get there. Larkin's on his way around second. Relay throw won't be in time. It is a leadoff triple for Barry Larkin. And with Randy Johnson on the mound, the American Leaguers choose to play the infield in. Larry Walker flew out his first time up. Lemon's got to come up big here. Larkin's at third. Walker's 0 for 1. Berra wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Larry Walker. Walker swings. Base hit up the middle. 2-0, 1999 National Leaguers. So the triple and the single produce fruit. DJ says the Yankees signed Cole 9 years, $324 million. My God. Yeah, the owners are their own worst nightmare. But here's the point. If they choose not to pay those players, then it's called collusion. You know, like, why did someone not pay my player $500 gazillion? Man, so I enjoy baseball still. I just watch it from home on a nice high-definition TV. Walker's at first, no outs, 2-0, 1999 National Leaguers. Here comes Sosa. He walked his first time up. Lemon hopes to deal a double play ball. The pitch to Sammy. Sammy strikes this ball well. That ball's going deep to center field. DiMaggio on the run, looking up, and it is gone! A 2-run blast by Sammy Sosa, and it's 4-0. The National Leaguers have struck for 3. As Casey Jones is in the chat, check out that wonderful channel. He says, geez, as Cole got paid a ton of cash. He sure did. Here comes Mark McGwire, 1 for 1 with a ribby. American Leaguers get their bullpen up. The pitch to Big Red. And McGwire swings. Ball to Vern Stevens. Stevens throws to Dropo. And finally, the American Leaguers record an out. 1 out. Top of the third. 4-0 National League All-Stars 1999. Matt Williams is a strikeout victim. Berra sets the target. The pitch to Williams. Williams makes contact. Out to center field. DiMaggio waiting. As it's not over his head this time. And that's out number 2. 2 outs, no one on for Mike Piazza. Piazza flew out against Lemon. Lemon kicks and deals to Mikey Piazza. Piazza, late on the pitch, sends it out to right. Dominic DiMaggio racing in. He makes the catch, and the side is retired, but not before the National Leaguers of 1999 strike for 3. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 National League. Due up for the 1950 American League All-Stars. Kell, Lemon in the top of the order, Dominic DiMaggio. George Kell, third baseman from the Detroit Tigers, 340, 8 homers, 101 ribbies. On deck, Bob Lemon. Lemon actually batted .272. Here's the pitch from Johnson to Kell. Curveball. Strike 3! He froze him. That's just nasty. It's not even fair. I believe Randy Johnson has now struck out 4 in a row. And he has 4 for the game. He'll face his counterpart, Bob Lemon. Let's see what Lemon can do against the tall one. The pitch to Bob Lemon. You know what he can do? Swing and a miss! Strikeout number 5. He chased high and away. Randy Johnson is in a zone right now. National Leaguers throw it around the infield. Top of the order. Dominic DiMaggio, he's 0 for 1. He was a flyout victim. 2 outs, no one on. The pitch to the little professor. Dommy Makes contact, punches it to right field. Coming in is Walker, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the American League. Top of the fourth, 4-0, 1999 National League All-Stars. Due up, Burnitz, Bell, and Randy Johnson to face Bob Lemon. Lemon on a short leash here. Burnitz 0 for 1. Lemon deals to the lefty. Burnitz turns on that pitch, right field. DiMaggio going back, reaching up, and Domi makes the catch in front of the track. 1 down. That'll bring up Jay Bell, second baseman. He was a strikeout victim. Berra goes through the signs. Lemon quickly nods his head. The pitch to Bell. Bell rips that ball past the dive of Kell into left, and it's a 1-out single. Dropo will hold on Bell. Corners playing in. They expect the tall one, Randy Johnson, to bunt. The pitch to Randy. Does he square? Johnson squares. He puts the bunt down. Fielded by Lemon. The only plays to first. For out number 2, Bell advances. So Bell's in scoring position. He'll have a couple extra steps here with 2 outs. Not the speediest runner. And Barry Larkin, who has walked, tripled, and scored. He's 1 for 1. The pitch to Larkin. Larkin, bounding ball to second. Bobby Dorr up with it, throws to Dropo, and the side is retired. The National Leaguers don't score any. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 4-0. The 1999 National League All-Stars. Due up for the 1950 American Leaguers. DiMaggio, that's Jolting Joe. Teddy Ballgame, that's Ted Williams. And Vern Stevens. If anyone gets on, Walt Dropo. DiMaggio's 0 for 1. Johnson deals to Jolting Joe DiMaggio. DiMaggio strikes this ball well. He finds the gap. Sosa racing back. He's not going to get there. That beats Sammy. And DiMaggio will wind up on third with a leadoff triple. A chance for an inside-the-park home run, and we will hold him. So DiMaggio is wisely held up at third. And here comes Ted Williams. Williams grounded out. Let's see what Teddy Ballgame can do. He wants to at least lift this ball deep to give DiMaggio a chance to score. Lefty-lefty matchup. Piazza looks like he's setting up inside. Looks like Johnson might challenge him. The pitch to Ted Williams. They come inside. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 1 down. So Piazza set up inside. They challenged him. And they struck out Teddy Ballgame. Here's Vern Stevens. He walked. The man with 144 ribbies looks to knock one in here now. Piazza goes through the signs. Johnson nods his head. The big one deals to Vern Stevens. Stevens strikes his ball well. Stevens going to drive it. That ball's deep to center field. Sosa's not going to get there. DiMaggio's going to trot in. Vern Stevens goes cruising into second. And the American Leaguers are finally on the board. It's 4-1. Stevens has knocked in a run. Here comes Walt Dropo, Red Sox first baseman. He knocked in 144 with 34 homers. Dropo, one swing of the bat could bring the American League All-Stars to within 1. Johnson peeks over his shoulder. Now he deals to Dropo. Dropo hits his ball deep to center. Sosa on his horse again. Racing back. He leaps. He makes the catch. Stevens bluffs but does not go. Nice play by Sammy Sosa in center. So 2 outs. 4-1 National Leaguers. Bottom of the fourth. Stevens will be off on contact. Here comes Yogi Berra. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, he says. Berra struck out against Johnson. Johnson has K'd 6. Johnson doesn't even pay heed to Stevenson. He rocks and fires to Berra. Berra hits his ball back to Randy Johnson. Can Johnson make the play? He knocks it down. He picks it up. He throws to first. And the side is retired. Stevens stranded at second, but the American League All-Stars of 1950 do get 1. We go to the top of the fifth, 4-1, National Leaguers from 1999. Due up for the National League, Walker, Sosa, and McGwire to face Bob Lemon. Walker is 1 for 2 with a ribby. Lemon's ready to work. He deals to Walker. Walker swings. Sends that ball to center. DiMaggio having a cup of coffee. And Joe makes the catch, 1 away. Sammy Sosa has walked and hit a 2-run bomb. Lemon takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. The pitch to Sammy Sosa. Off-speed pitch. Strike 3! Oh, that broke right in at his knees. It froze him. And that's Lemon's 4th strikeout. So 2 outs, no one on. And here comes Mark McGwire, Big Red, 1 for 2 with a ribby. He's singled and grounded out. McGwire, a towering human being. He dwarfs Berra behind the plate. Here's the pitch to Big Red. Mark McGwire gets under it. DiMaggio in center coming in. Makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the National League. We go to the bottom of the 5th, still 4-1, 1999 National Leaguers over the 1950 American League All-Stars. It will be Dorr, Kell, and Lemon, possibly a pinch hitter. Tribes fans at the ballpark hope all as well, as he says, good gravy on Cole. And Casey Jones, 1970, says, of course Scott Burrows was Cole's agent. I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm ownership, I'm not going to pay these guys. You can win without those guys. You can. You got to still get good quality players. That's ridiculous. You're never going to get your money's worth from that player. You're just not. I wouldn't pay guys like Strasburg. I like Strasburg, but I'm not giving him what they give him, 7 years, 300-something million. They just gave Cole, what was that, 7 years or 9 years? What was that? 9 years, 324. What the hell do you think he's going to be at year 7? He's going to be awful. Year 5, he's going to be awful. Bobby Dorr, 0 for 1. He awaits the Johnson offering. Pitch homeward bound. Let's see what Bobby Dorr can do. Dorr a little behind on it. He punches that ball to right, and it's through. Bobby Dorr singles. 90% chance of stealing, but he's got to get the jump. Only a 14% jump chance. He's going. He can't get the lead. Steal is off. It was 50-50, but we're down by 3. George Kell now comes to the plate. Kell, A bunter, B hit and run. Corners playing in. Hit and run. Yes. There goes Dorr. Here's the pitch. That ball's grounded to second. Bell has it. His only play is to McGwire. So Dorr's in scoring position. Kell couldn't find the hole. Bob Lemon is 0 for 1. He was a strikeout victim. Bottom of the 5th. We're down 4-1. I'm managing the American Leaguers. We're the home team here. Coleman. I don't like any of our matchups here. Larry Dolby, but he's a lefty. Larry Dolby. Much better against righties. Our righties on the bench. We got Phil Rizzuto, who batted .324. Coleman, another Yankee. This team's chock full of Yankees and Red Sox. 287. We're going to go Phil Rizzuto's going to grab a bat and pinch hit for Lemon. So here comes Phil Rizzuto. Yankees shortstop gets a pinch hitting opportunity here. .324, 7 homers, 66 ribbies. Right-handed stick. Doors at second, 1 out. Johnson deals to Rizzuto. Let's see what the scooter can do. Ground ball to Larkin. Larkin throws to McGwire. Dorr holds at second. Top of the order now. Dominic DiMaggio. DiMaggio's 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Let's see what the little professor can do. Dorr will be off on contact. Johnson peeks over his large shoulder. The giraffe windup and the pitch to DiMaggio. DiMaggio strikes the ball well on the ground to Larkin. Larkin throws to McGwire, and the side is retired. We need a new pitcher. So Lemon can only lose it. And we're going to go with, I think we're going to go with Vic Raschi. So Vic Raschi will come into pitch. Takes over for Lemon. Vic Raschi for the 1950 Yankees, 21-8 with a 4 ERA. Did have one save. Gave up 19 gopher balls. Struck out 155. Walked 116. It's going to be Williams, Piazza, and Burnett. Williams is 0 for 2. The windup and the pitch from Raschi. And Williams is going to strike this ball well as he rips a single into left. Ted Williams fields it and throws it in. Williams, 80% chance of stealing second. Let's see if they're going to have him go. He can't get the lead. Good job by Raschi and Dropo holding Matt Williams on. So Mike Piazza comes up. He's flown out twice. They need a double play ball. Raschi peeks the first. Now looks in at Berra, his teammate. The pitch to Piazza. Lots of vowels. Oh, my Lord. Mike Piazza strikes this ball. He crushes it to left center. Bippity-boppity boom. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It's now 6-1, 1999 National Leaguers. Holy poop. That Vic Raschi offering was quickly deposited into left center field and gone, a souvenir for a happy National League fan jumping up and down, as Comiskey Park has not been too kind for the 50s American Leaguers. Here comes Jeremy Burnett. He's 0 for 2. No outs, 6-1. Raschi deals to Burnett. Fastball. Swing and a miss. 1 down. Jay Bell, 1 for 2. Raschi trying to get into his zone, deals quickly to Bell. Bell turns on the curveball. That's a fly ball to Ted Williams in left. That'll be out number 2. And here comes Randy Johnson. Johnson 0 for 1. The pitch to Johnson. And the Giraffe strikes out looking. But the 2-run blast by Mike Piazza gives the National League All-Stars of 1999 a 6-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's DiMaggio, Jolting Joe, Teddy Ballgame, and Vern Stevens. Let's see if the a.k.a. Red Sox Yankees can rally here. Here's the pitch to DiMaggio, 1 for 2 with a triple. He scored a run. DiMaggio hits the ball hard to Larkin. Larkin fires to McGwire, 1 down. Ted Williams comes to the plate. Williams is grounded out and struck out. He's had a lot of difficulty with Johnson. Piazza again sets up inside. The pitch to the Splendid Splinter. And swing and a miss. He's tied up again. Second down time he's gone down via the K. And here's Vern Stevens. Stevens is 1 for 1. He's walked, doubled, and knocked in a run. Johnson, he's in a zone. The Giraffe kicks and fires. Stevenson swings. Makes contact. Laces a liner at Larkin, and the side is retired. Stevenson kicks the dirt as he lines out to short. Top of the 7th, 6-1. 1999 National League All-Stars over the 50 American League All-Stars. Top of the order, Larkin, Walker, and Sosa to face Vic Raschi. Barry Larkin 1 for 2. He's walked, tripled, knocked in a run. I'm sorry, he scored a run. Did he score a run? I believe so. I shall be right back in a moment. And we are back. Real life comes into play. Is the mic still on? Yes, it is. Yay, it didn't shut itself off. So it's Larkin, Walker, and Sosa. Here's the pitch to Larkin from Rashi. That ball's hit right back at Rashi. Rashi goes to Dropo, 1 down. Larry Walker comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a ribby. He's flown out, singled, knocked in a run, and flown out again. Rashi deals to the lefty Larry Walker. Walker hits it to the right side, plays Pepper with Door. Door goes to Dropo, rinse and repeat. 2 down. Sammy Sosa's 1 for 2. He had a 2-run bomb. He's also walked and struck out. Here's the pitch to Sammy. Sosa's going to get a hit here. That's going to be a single. As that drops in front of DiMaggio in center. And what happened there? Someone got thrown out. So he tries to stretch that. Did he try to stretch that into a double? And St. Louis Browns in 1945 had one-arm player. Name that player. Pete Gray. What happened? Looks like Sammy tried to stretch out that. Yep, he went for the double. He got thrown out. So Sammy got a little excited. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, and buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back first. Root for your home team. If you lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Sip of water. Casey got a hot dog and a beer. That's a good way to spend the downtime when I have to do stuff. It's Dropo, Berra, and Door. Red Sox, Yankee, and Red Sox. Dropo 0 for 2. Randy Johnson, he's been dominant. He's given up 1 run in 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk. He struck out 7. The pitch to Dropo, looking for strikeout number 8. Well, Dropo takes that fastball, drives it deep to left center, and that ball is gone. That's a bippity-boppity-boom to the moon, Alice, as Dropo rounds the bases. American Leaguers are back up on the board. It's now 6-2. Walt Dropo with the kill shot. As Johnson challenged him with the fastball and Dropo won. Here's Yogi Berra. Can they go back-to-back jacks? Berra's 0 for 2. He struck out and ground out. Piazza sets the target. The pitch to his paisan, Yogi Berra. And Berra works a walk. Here come the American Leaguers. Berra, 80% chance of stealing second. Bobby Door, 1 for 2. Let's see if he can get the lead. 11% chance of getting the lead. We're going to attempt to steal. He cannot get the lead. We'll take the steal off. So here's the pitch to Bobby Door. Johnson fires up a fastball. Door turns on it, and he rips a shot in the left. Berra will hold at second. The American Leaguers got something brewing here. After the Dropo leadoff homer, Berra to first, Berra to second on the Door single, and here's George Kell. Kell is 0 for 2. Vic Rashi on deck. He will not hit. It's 6-2. The tying run is on deck, but George Kell's got to come through here. George Kell's got to come through. Berra takes his lead at second. Door takes his lead at first. Johnson hoping for a double play ball. The pitch to Kell. Kell sends it out to left. Burnett's going back. In front of the track, he makes the catch. Berra stays at second. Vic Rashi will be called back. The pinch hitter. Let's just look at Larry Dolby's card. I don't think this will pop up for you, but I'm going to look real quick against lefties. You know, he had 44% of his at-bats against lefties. If he gets that 1 column, it's not too bad. Obviously, we wish he was against a righty, but I think we got to go with our best home run hitter. Let's go. Let's see what Evers is. Hoot Everett. 2 and 3 columns are pretty good. We're going to go with Hoot Everett. Detroit Tiger. So Hoot Everett will come in and pinch hit for Vic Raschi. That 2-run homer was a killer. Be 4-2. Instead, it's 6-2. And here's Hoot Everett, Detroit Tiger. 323, 21 homers, 103 runners knocked in. 1 out. Bear at second. Door at first. Johnson. He's ready to work. He deals to the Hoot. Will it be a hoot? No, it won't, as that's a hard hit ball. Larkin goes to Bell. Hard slide by Door breaks up the double play. They get the middle runner. 2 down now. Berra goes to third. Hoot Evers is at first. And now it's up to the little professor, DiMaggio. He's 0 for 3 against the tall one, Randy Johnson. Hoot Evers, 80% chance of stealing second. He's going to attempt it. Can't get the lead. So good job by Johnson and McGwire holding Hoot Evers on. The pitch to DiMaggio. Come on, little professor. And DiMaggio does it. He's going to single. He rips a single into left. Berra scores. All runners will hold. It's now 6-3. The American Leaguers do it. And here comes Brother Joe. Evers is at second. DiMaggio is at first. And Joe DiMaggio is at the plate. He is 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice, tripled, and scored. DiMaggio represents the tying run. Can Jolting Joe jack one out at Comiskey and tie this game up at 6? Piazza goes out to have a word with Johnson. On the mound is McGwire and Larkin. Now, meeting adjourned. Players back to their positions. Piazza squats down, sets the target, the pitch to Jolting Joe DiMaggio. No! And that bought some time, and here comes Scott Williamson to try to close things out here in this inning. Scott Williamson, Cincinnati Red in 1999, 12-7 with 19 saves, 2.41 earned run average, struck out 107, gave up 8 gopher balls, walked 43. So Scott Williamson finishes up his warm-up tosses, and he's going to have to face the best batter he's ever faced in his life, Joe DiMaggio. 2 outs, 2 on, 6-3, National League All-Stars 1990. The pitch to Jolting Joe DiMaggio. And strike 3 looking. Oh, my Lord. DiMaggio protests, but the side is retired. The American Leaguers strand 2. They do get 2. We go to the top of the 8th, 6-3 National League. A new pitcher for the American League. And let's see who's our low ERA guy. 4.40. No. Bob Feller. I never have any luck with Bob Feller. 3.43. It could be Feller. Scarsborough. 4.94. Hell no. Hoodeman. 3.54. How many strikeouts? More walks than strikeouts. Ollie Reynolds. 3.74. 138. Walks 160. Ollie, he's a lefty. I mean, he's a righty. It's going to be Ollie Reynolds. So here's Ollie Reynolds. And let's give you his numbers. And he's another Yankee. Again, this team chock full of Yankees and Red Sox, this 1950 All-Star team. 16-12 for Ollie Reynolds. 3.74 earned run average, 2 saves. Struck out 160, walked 138, gave up 12 homers. He will face Big Red, Mark McGwire, Matt Williams, and Mike Piazza. Here's the pitch to Big Red, who is 1 for 3 with a ribby. His one hit was a single. Pitch homeward bound. Breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. He strikes out McGwire. 1 down. Matt Williams comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. His one hit was a single. Reynolds picks up the sign from his teammate Berra. The pitch to Matt Williams. And Williams hits this ball to third, and Kell has decent range there. Actually, no errors here. I mean, no hits there. And Kell will make the play. Nice backhanded play by Kell. He'll throw across the diamond to Dropo. And that's 2 outs. National League catcher Mike Piazza is 1 for 3. His one hit, a mighty home run in the top of the 6th, a 2-run blast. 6-3, 2 outs, base is empty. Reynolds nods his head. Berra sets the target. The pitch to Piazza. And Piazza gets a hold of this one. He sends it almost to the same spot. He crushes it. His second home run, and it's now 7-3 National Leaguers. Holy poop. Mike Piazza has 2 hits and 3 ribbies. Both hits are to the moon, Alice. Bippity boppity booms. Home runs. And that could be the final nail in the coffin for the American Leaguers of 1950. Here's Jeremy Burnett's 0 for 3. Reynolds looking to come inside to Burnett's. Burnett turns on it. Line shot right at Bobby Doerr, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Another home run for Piazza at 7-3, 1999 National League All-Stars. Due up for the 50s All-Stars, American League style. Williams, Stevens, and Dropo. Red Sox, and Red Sox. Teddy Ballgame, he's happy as a lark that the tall one, Randy Johnson, out of the game. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Scott Williamson's ready. He deals to the Splendid Splinter. And results the same. Strike 3 looking. Ted Williams got the hat trick you don't want. Unbelievable. Williams muttering to himself underneath his breath. Now bring up Vern Stevens, 1 for 2 with a double. He has a ribby. 7-3. The pitch to the Red Sox shortstop. Stevenson will line a single into center. Actually, a sinking line drive. Stevenson, 95% chance of stealing second. Williamson, you can see, is a +2. Piazza is a +2. That's awful. We're going to try to send him. Only a 3% chance of getting the lead. Can't get the lead. We'll take the steal off. So Dropo, he's 1 for 3. He had a solo blast. If he goes yard, it's 7-5. Can he do what Mike Piazza did and get his second homer? Williamson peeks to first. Now looks in, nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Dropo. And Dropo will turn on this pitch. He'll send it deep to left, but not deep enough. Burnett's at the wall, makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Stevens, excuse me. And here's Yogi Berra. Berra is 0 for 2. He's also walked once. He struck out, grounded out. Can Berra jack one out of the ballpark? Williamson looks to first, now in at the plate. The windup and the pitch to Berra. Berra needs a 2 here. He's not going to get it. He gets a 6 column. Needs a low result on the range. And he's not going to get that. Larkin gets to it. Low throw to first. McGwire scoops it out of the dirt. And the side is retired. Whoa, wait a second. It's a single. Holy poop. Berra somehow beats it out. Wow. What hustle by Yogi Berra. I guess I counted my chickens before they hatched. Now bring up Bobby Doerr. Doerr's 2 for 3. Struck out and singled twice. Stevens at second. Berra at first. The pitch to Bobby Doerr. Can he go yard? Fastball. Swing and a miss. No, he can't. The side is retired. So the hustle single by Berra just prolongs the agony for one more out. We go to the top of the 9th. 7-3 National League All-Stars of 1999 over the 1950 All-Stars. And Ollie Reynolds back up on the bump. He'll face Bell, Williamson, and Larkin. The pitch to Bell. Bell is 1 for 3. Bell swings. Fly ball to Ted Williamson left. Williams ranges to his right. Makes the catch, 1 away. And here comes Scott Williamson. Will he bat? Yes, no, he won't. It will be Vladimir Guerrero to pinch hit. Vlad the Impaler. 316, 42 home runs, 131 ribbies. He's a right-handed batter. Reynolds to Guerrero. And And Guerrero sends another ball out to Ted Williams in left. Williams moves again towards his left, makes the catch, rinse and repeat, 2 down. Top of the order for Barry Larkin. The shortstop is 1 for 3. He is walked, 1 for 2. 1 for 3. He's walked, tripled, and grounded out twice. Corners playing in. Yogi wiggles the fingers. The pitch to Larkin. That's a breaking pitch. Strike 3. Frozen with the breaking pitch. Reynolds puts up the goose egg in the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. The 1999 National League All-Stars 7. The 1950 American League All-Stars 3. And here comes the closer, Billy the Kid Wagner, for the National Leaguers. In 1999, for the Houston Astros, 4-1 with 39 saves, 1.57 earned run average. He struck out a whopping 124 in 75 innings while only walking 23 and giving up 5 home runs. He will face George Kell, a pinch hitter, and the little professor, DiMaggio. Kell is 0 for 3. Billy the Kid fires it up to Kell. And Kell hits a one-hopper back to Wagner. Wagner tosses to McGwire, 1 down. Ollie Reynolds will not hit. Larry Dolby will now get a pinch hit appearance. So it's Dolby. Larry Dolby, Cleveland Indian. 326, 25 homers, and 102 ribbies. Lefty-lefty matchup here. The pitch to Dolby. Can Dolby launch one? Dolby gets under it. Center field. Sosa waiting. Backs up a bit. Makes the catch, 2 down. So Billy Wagner, the 1999 National League All-Stars, 1 out away from victory over the 1950 American League All-Stars. And it's up to DiMaggio. DiMaggio is 1 for 4. His last at-bat, an RBI single off Randy Johnson. DiMaggio's an A bunter. Corners playing in. DiMaggio squares the bunt. Pulls the back bat. The pitch by Wagner. And DiMaggio singles. Past the dive of Larkin. He pulls the bat back. He now has 2 hits. And here comes brother Joe. DiMaggio, 90% chance of stealing second, but we're not going to take that chance. Lord knows with my luck he'll get thrown out. All right, here's the pitch to Jolting Joe DiMaggio. Can he keep the ball rolling? Fastball tailing in, swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. So the 1999 National League All-Stars come into Comiskey and defeat the 1950 American League All-Stars 7-3. Mike Piazza, I would think, would be player of the game with 2 home runs and 3 runs driven in. Randy Johnson had a very good outing. Let's go to the box score. And let me bring up the box score. And let's just fit to the page. Fit to screen. There we go. So, for the National League All-Stars of 1999, Barry Larkin was 1 for 4, 2 runs scored. Larry Walker was 1 for 4, a run scored and a ribby. Sammy Sosa was 2 for 3, a run scored and 2 ribbies. Mark McGwire 1 for 4 with a ribby. Matt Williams 1 for 4 with a run scored. Mike Piazza 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 ribbies. He had 2 homers. Burnett's was 0 for 4. Bell was 1 for 4. Randy Johnson 0 for 2. Scott Williamson pitched, did not hit. Pinch hitter Guerrero. Vladimir Guerrero was 0 for 1. Billy Wagner pitched, did not hit. For the National Leaguers in victory, 34 at-bats, 7 runs, 9 hits, 7 ribbies. For the 1950 American League All-Stars, Dominic DiMaggio was 2 for 5 with a ribby. Brother Joe was 1 for 5 with a run scored. Ted Williams, tough day, 0 for 4, and he struck out 3 times. Vern Stevens was 2 for 3 with a ribby. Walt Dropo 1 for 4 with a run scored and a ribby. He had a homer. Yogi Berra 1 for 3 with a run scored. Bobby Dorr had 2 hits. He was 2 for 4. Kell, Lemon, Rizzuto were all offers. Rashi pitched, did not hit. Hoot Evers was 0 for 1. He was a pinch hitter. Ollie Reynolds pitched, did not hit. And Larry Dolby, pinch hitter in the 9th, was 0 for 1. The 1950 All-Stars of the American League. 36 at-bats, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 ribbies. So the hits were even, but the runs knocked in were surely not. Randy Johnson got the win. He went 6 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, walked 2, struck out 7, gave up the homer to Walt Dropo, who crushed the fastball out of the ballpark. Scott Williamson got the hold, 1 1/3 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 3 Ks. And Billy Wagner mopped up in the 9th, 1, 2, 3, and he struck out 1. Bob Lemon took the loss, 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 2 walks, 4 Ks. He gave up a home run. Vic Raschi, 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 2 strikeouts. He gave up a home run. Ollie Reynolds, 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 run. It was earned, struck out 2, and he gave up a home run. Attendance at the ballpark, 49,649. Time of the game, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Home runs. Sosa had a homer. Mike Piazza had 2, and Walt Dropo had 1. Strikeouts for the National League: Larkin Cade, Sosa Cade, McGwire Cade, Matt Williams Cade, Jeremy Pernetz Cade, Jay Bell Cade, Randy Johnson Cade twice. For the American Leaguers, DiMaggio, that's Joe DiMaggio, he struck out twice. Ted Williams struck out 3 times. So between them, that's 5 strikeouts. Dropo once, Berra once, Bobby Doerr twice, Kell once, and Bob Lemon once. 2-out ribbies, Dominic DiMaggio and Mike Piazza. Mike Piazza is my player of the game. They don't give us that. They don't. So Mike Piazza, to me, gets the player of the game. All right. Hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Hope all is well. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. You know it's coming, folks. You know it's coming. Peace. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.